What is up, risk takers? Welcome to the Kill Pete Strategy. I am Pete. I am a progressive specialist playing Risk Global Domination on PC, currently ranked 37 on the global leaderboard. This is my other account here. I have a daily release schedule on YouTube. Fridays is Fixed Fridays. Wednesdays is the podcast on the YouTube show, Waiting on Your Best Behaviour. And that is what we are doing today. And I have a very special guest with me, Cherry.
Hello.
Hi, how's it going?
It's going well. How's it going for you?
I'm good. I'm very happy you wanted to come play and talk to me and tell me your story. What do you feel like playing? Give me some settings.
Okay. I don't know if you want to play the one that, because it might be a little bit too long.
I'll play whatever you want to play.
I would like to play Rivertown Bears Cats Prawn.
Okay.
Okay.
I like that. Sounds fun. Rivertown Advance. Cavs.
With blizzards.
With Blizzard. Ooh. But auto placement.
Yep.
Okay. No fog?
No fog.
Okay. Okay. There we go. You got a game? Let's see who's down. I know Stormy said they were down. Oh, Stove is down.
Now I might not win.
Oh well. Were you trying to win?
I mean, when are you not trying to win?
Yeah, it's a true story. Let's see. Looking for game. Okay, Sherry. So why don't you tell us about yourself? Give us the bio, please.
Okay. I'm known as Cherry. My real name is Sierra. I'm 31 years old. I'm from the Poconos, and I currently reside in New Jersey.
Poconos are mountains?
The Poconos, not specifically the Pocono Mountains. I came from the valley of the Poconos.
Right.
So, yeah.
So was it more like rural or more?
It's very rural.
Okay. So you're a bit of a country girl.
Born and raised, yes, but I now live in Jersey in a very urban area, so it's both worlds here.
Which do you prefer?
Okay, so the first...
Sorry, was it supposed to be broadcast?
Absolutely.
I think I fucked up. It's supposed to be broadcast.
Oh, yeah, it is supposed to be podcast, yeah.
Wait. Let's make sure. I'll just invite everyone back when I fix the settings. Okay. We're back.
Okay. Yeah, so for the first 7 years of me living in Jersey, I absolutely hated it. I didn't like being so close to so many people. But now, after being here for so long, I kind of when I go back to Pennsylvania, I'm like, there's no good food here. So it's kind of split. I miss nature and having space, but here there's all sorts of food and all sorts of just stuff to get yourself involved in.
I love food, so.
I know, right?
Yeah, it's one of the best things in the world. Toronto has a really great food scene because we have, we're one of the most multicultural cities in the world. So You can get food from pretty much anywhere in the world here, or at least you could before COVID destroyed everything.
I know, right?
So, all right. So tell us about your bio as it relates to risk. You do a lot. You're I should tell the audience before we get too into it. You're a third place / second place finish in the free for all tournament. Was pretty impressive to watch.
Yeah.
One of the reigning tournament champions. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, man. So what got you into risk?
The app or just in general?
Well, tell us about your history with the game.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure I can't say all, but Risk is a household name, so most people do have a Risk board in their house. So like I grew up just like occasionally playing Risk with my family here and there. It's always like super long games and like somebody ends up angry and like board like gets like destroyed or something. But as like time went on and like less like family get-togethers and stuff, like it's just harder to get people to play Risk with you in person. So like one day I was bored and I was like, I'm gonna play Risk online, and I just searched Risk and I found the app.
So you were already kind of familiar / reasonably competent at the game before you started?
I mean, I completely had the no Australia, no win strategy, but
right.
yeah.
Okay. And then eventually you branched out into other strategies?
Yeah. Like once I joined the server, yes.
I've noticed from playing with you that you're quite good. Have you been, do you play a lot? Is that part of it?
Okay, so like comparative, I'm like, no, I don't play a lot, but like I guess like to myself, I mean, but I guess like overall, yes, I do play a lot. I don't know, in the beginning I played a lot. Like I joined the server and I would literally be in every single game that was posted and looking for game. So yeah, I guess I play a lot.
Okay. And then of course you are also now a mod of the server.
Yeah. I am.
That's pretty awesome.
It is.
Can you tell us something about that? Like you joined the community and then at some point you wanted to help out. Because this is sort of the stage that I'm at. I'm trying to like help out in the ways that make sense for me to.
Yeah. Okay, so like I didn't like join a community with like I'm gonna be staff. Like that didn't happen. It was just like I said, I joined the community and I just like played a whole bunch of games, and there was like a tournament either was about to start or I think it was like about to start. And I think it was King was like, oh, you should like apply for event helper, and I was like, okay. And then that didn't go well because like I just joined the server, I knew absolutely nothing about the tournament.
Right.
But then as the tournament progressed, I was playing every looking for game, and they were all tournament games. So because that's what everybody was practicing. So I was hosting a lot of like practice tournament games, and I was setting them up as tournament games with a bot and everything. And then like the tournament needed more event helpers or something, I don't remember. And Gold was just like, do you want to be an event helper? I'm like, sure. And then I was an event helper.
Yeah, something similar happened to me, right? I kind of showed up and it feels like it happened really quickly. I spent a lot of time playing by myself before I came on Discord, and then when I finally did, I came second in my free-for-all tournament. And then Sterling invited me to help out in 5-a-side, and then I was like, okay, well, I might as well also offer my help in the free-for-all tournament.
Yeah.
And then now I'm being asked. Now I'm being asked to help, which is not similar to you, right? You asked to be on this show, that's how you know something's working.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let me take my turn. Yes. I'm not as cool and calm and collected as Cowboy, so I'm going to have to wait to think about my turn. So I was listening. I wasn't paying attention to the game.
He is super cool, isn't he?
I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I guess I'll just work on my bonus.
Yeah, you might as well start there. We're gonna punish Vash for being in between us. Right? He thought he was being all clever and trying to lock down that side of the board. I don't think that was a great cap placement.
For whom?
For Vash. Unless he tries to rush my cap early, but I don't think it's gonna work.
It's a great late game cap placement.
His or mine?
I mean both, but both.
Okay.
For late game. I would say for early game, his is probably better than yours.
Right. So I'm in trouble?
Maybe.
Okay.
You are on the bridge. But capitals on the bridge, like, you obviously people need to go through them, but like there is a capital behind it, so it's less like likely on this one.
Right.
But like usually capitals on the bridge are like the person that like goes first if they don't like figure out another way to survive.
Right. And then having another cap next to me makes it even worse.
Well, I think in this it might be helpful, or it could be worse because like it could be helpful because like it kind of like secures that like he's not going to attack your cap because then he could lose his cap kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so like that kind of like helped your situation, but yeah.
Well, we shall see. I was certainly not expecting it, so
Yeah.
could have gone any number of places.
Yeah, I'm just happy on the opposite side of the map than Stove.
Yeah, you're worried about. I'm not. I'm not so far away.
Yeah, you're not. You're in trouble.
If everyone's saying I'm in trouble, I should do something about this.
Yeah, like all of you over here that are like in contact with Stove, you're all going to die.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Oh, and look at the situation with me and Stormy over there. That sucks too. That sucks too. Oh well. So you put in your bio here your Myers-Briggs. I noticed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm ENTJ, typically.
Okay.
But the distance between introvert and extrovert is an interesting thing to get into.
Mm-hmm.
Because I believe, at least in my experience, that you can kind of make yourself a bit of an extrovert.
Mm-hmm.
So we definitely share that. But if you're interested in Myers-Briggs, I can link you to Big Five as well. Because Big Five is generally considered to be more of a scientifically valid psychographic. I'm
trying to think if I've done that one already. Like
so
it's
instead
ringing
of
a bell.
Instead of 4 dimensions, instead of what is Myers-Briggs? It's extroversion, introversion, intuition, thinking, judging, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what Big Five is think of the acronym of OCEAN. So there's openness, conscientiousness, extroversion, agreeableness, and neuroticism. So I'm a very high openness person and a very high conscientiousness person, which is like hyper liberal and hyper conservative simultaneously, if that makes any sense.
Okay.
Well, it's good for an entrepreneur because you have to both create something original or innovate something, right, that doesn't really yet exist, and then also he's going to kill me, isn't he? Yeah. And then also manage it.
Yeah.
Yeah, good work.
Yeah, I don't think I've taken that one, so I'll have to look into that one.
I'll link it to you. I think
Awesome.
I think taking that test for me was extremely helpful. At understanding myself better.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna lose this game horribly, aren't I? I should have put one more troop there, maybe. I don't know. I kind of want to fuck over Vash. for having the audacity to put his cap there. Okay, this is my master plan. It's not great. It's not ideal. Okay, tell me what you love about these settings.
Okay, so these have been my favorite settings since ever. Like, since me being on the server and this community, these have been my favorite settings.
No wonder you did great in the Prog Caps final then.
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't know, so like I joined the server and like obviously I knew I wasn't like a great player. I was like a beginner, and like I think my win streak was like the 3 wins you had to win or you had to play to actually open global.
Okay.
So I wasn't great, right? Wasn't doing like I would win some ranked games or like come like in top 3 in some ranked games, but the majority of my ranked games I would lose. And then I came to the server, and then so like I was losing to like just regular people on the app, right? And now I'm coming to the server and I'm playing with all grandmasters So I literally just lost every single game after every single game, and it was what they would always play. It was mainly like Stove and like Harmless, and they would play long prog cap games.
Right.
And this one, it just like the first thing that I learned coming to the server risk-wise was to card block. And this is a really good map for that. So like my first skill, and this is good for it, so I just stuck with it.
So I'm going to get card blocked.
I mean, yes.
That sucks. Now I'm dedicating mental energy to figuring out how to not lose this game.
Well, I mean, you going for this continent bonus over here, that's a good idea, so you can at least secure yourself outside of being stuck between capitals, but also if you do get stuck, you can go down and out to the bottom, you know?
We hope.
So, like, you're not... So, yeah, we hope. So you're not, like, completely stuck, like, if there was a cap on also the Market Street, because that would really suck for you then.
Yeah, well, then I'd be totally screwed, right? I just have to sit there and wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to stay on the same side as Stove, but in case if I change my mind, I'll place some over here.
So tell me about your kids.
Okay, I have 2 children. One is 6 and one is 4. And
I love being 4.
they're kids. Sorry.
Yeah.
What?
I loved being 4.
Right?
Yeah, you get to hang out with Mom, and I can't believe Stove is getting away with this. Just break his damn continent. Are you serious? Just do it already. Maybe they have some sort of secret alliance going on.
Maybe.
I should do something about that. Yeah, you said to me that you're homeschooling. What does that mean to you?
I mean, it means to do school at home, but no, I don't know. Like before having children, before even like being settled on, am I having children? I already knew that if I was having children, I was going to be homeschooling.
Cool. Why?
Yeah. Because the public school system sucks.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I can attest to that. There's all sorts of problems, right?
Yeah.
Sure. Seems like a lot of extra work, though.
It is so much work. But it's something that, like, I am very passionate about, so I definitely, like, dedicate a lot of my time, like, I had the idea that I was definitely homeschooling if I ever had children, right? Mm-hmm. And then, once I found out, I had looked into, like, the laws and, like, curriculum and stuff like that, like, before even having kids. But, once I was pregnant with my daughter, it was, like, this is happening. So, like, I'm pregnant. My child's not going to be in school for a while now, right? And, I started finding, like, all, like, what I consider, like, the best of the best curriculum. And, for the most part, I've stuck to most of my choices. Some of my choices have changed because I found, like, even better ones. But, yeah, I'm pretty proud about the choices that I'm making when it comes to this, and I feel like I'm doing a pretty good job.
What is your education in?
Okay, so the furthest I've gotten in education was I completed 2 semesters of community college.
Sure.
Which I know that, like, doesn't sound amazing, but to legally homeschool, you need to at least have a high school diploma or a GED.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, it sounds like it sounds, right? I'm always interested to understand the path that people take in terms of learning.
Oops.
What happened?
Yeah, sorry. I fortified when I meant to hit the last one of Stormy's.
Right. Like, I have a philosophy degree, so I'm the last person to judge anyone's scholastic decisions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so now what do you do? You're stuck in this corner, but you have a couple of extra positions outside.
Who, me?
Yeah, you. What do you do from here?
I'm not stuck.
No.
I'm going to take, oh my goodness, what is this one called? I'm going to take the Merchant's District, and it looks like, who am I playing with, Vash, right? Yeah, yes. It looks like Vash is going to let me hold it, considering he helped take Stormy out of this area.
And he's letting Stove hold his
content. Might be a good neighbor about that.
Right.
Because I think he wants me to help him team up to get Stove off of this side of the map.
Yeah, which he probably already could have done on his own, but then he didn't want to leave himself vulnerable to you. Sure. Okay.
Yeah. And then I'm going to obviously keep trying to place over here, but considering I've knocked both white and blue out of this side, they might have a vendetta against me, so I'm going to have to be very cautious about that.
Yeah, but Storm isn't going to have a vendetta.
True.
She doesn't play with revenge at all.
Yeah.
Normally when you would do these settings, though, you'd be in VC together.
Yes.
So that helps a lot.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, the tournament finals essentially being these settings, just on a different map, wouldn't it have been or couldn't it be so much better if we managed to get these settings but also have the players in VC?
I think that would be that's a really awesome idea, because hearing the communication is definitely very entertaining, but the problem with this is that we would have to be I don't know how we would be able to moderate it, you know what I mean? Because can't have any colluding, because when we play with friends and we're in VC, there's somebody's gonna be hey, let's team up on you know what I mean?
Well, no, but that's actually what I'm getting at. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying allow the players free reign to talk and collude and manipulate, right? Everyone start in the sense of fairness, everyone has that, because if everyone's in VC together, everyone gets to talk and gets to hear what everyone else gets to say. So you have more of a analog of a real game of Risk now, sitting at a table with a bunch of people trying to talk everyone else into killing everyone else, right?
Yeah.
Is that something that could be possible?
I don't think that is. I don't know.
Not currently. Not the way the rules are.
Yeah,
currently.
definitely not currently.
Sure.
But I think that is something that would be good to look into.
Is it something that you would be interested in?
It's definitely something I would be interested in.
So the challenge is more trying to find a way to figure out how to do that fairly for everyone.
Yes.
Okay. Sure. Do you think the cap odds are bad, or?
Currently, yes.
Yeah, are they still screwed up?
Yeah. Okay. And it's you don't know if they're going to be screwed up or not. It's it's completely random. Mm-hmm. So just have to be careful and play as if they are screwed up. Defensively play as if they are screwed up.
So not offensively.
Well, I mean, you can. That's your risk to take, but you can if you want.
It sure is my risk to take, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh man, I want to hit this guy so bad. Get your fucking cav away from me. Okay, so let's talk about winning. Mm-hmm. How do you approach the thought of winning? What does it mean to you?
To define winning?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So personally for me, winning isn't winning, which sounds that's just weird. But I mean actually to win, it's more just a satisfaction that doesn't exist. It's very I'm satisfied, now it's over. You know? But to actually win, it's you have gained something. You have now something that you're going to take with you. So you've either gained knowledge or gained memories. That to me is what winning is.
So you're thinking about it more in terms of not the individual game, but the series of games or the relationships that you're forming with your friends from playing them?
Yep. I'm like winning. So like basically, I guess like I'm looking at it as like winning a game is winning a battle, but winning overall and taking stuff away from it, like the experience, knowledge, memories, like that's like winning the war instead of just the battle.
So I'm sure you have a couple of like all-time favorite games in your memory.
Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to think.
Okay, do your thing.
Let me think.
Do your thing.
So like really the only Okay, yeah. So like games that like have like really stuck in my memory are like really, really, really long cap games where Stove and I are like in a stalemate. But it's not really a stalemate. Like from my point of view, I think it's a stalemate. But overall, Stove is going to win. It's just a matter of time.
Okay.
But like so I have a lot of those. Like people were talking like the final was like 13 hours long and everybody's like, oh my god, that's such a long game. Like 13 hours long isn't my longest game. It's not my second longest game. It's not even my third longest game. Like,
really?
So like, yeah.
What are your longest games?
Well, my longest game on my profile is 20 hours, and that was a multiplayer zombies game. But like,
what?
The majority of my what?
How? How is that even possible?
It's just possible.
Explain, please. This is the most interesting thing you've said so far. How is that? Did you just keep killing the zombies and letting them come back and keep killing them?
Yeah, basically.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Were you bored? Is that why?
It was experimenting.
Okay. How long can I go for?
Yeah.
Like you're testing yourself?
Well, it was more like how long. Like, I don't know. There was like talk. Like, okay, so like there was kind of like talks of like limitations of the game at this like time. Like, oh, like you reach like X amount on like a territory and like the game like glitches or something.
Okay.
So like there was also like a never ending game things and stuff. So like it was just like we were just like experimenting and messing around. Yeah.
And then eventually, after 20 hours, you guys had enough?
Yeah.
That's funny.
I'm
just gonna get another cup of coffee.
Okay. Oh no! Alright. Odd choice when I have 5 cards.
Oh, did he get you?
What?
What?
Yeah, he just stole my cap.
Wow, that's not good.
Messed up, that's what it is.
It is messed up. So what made you decide that Risk was it? Like, what made you fall in love with this community?
I don't know. It's just I don't know, like I get into I have like a bunch of stuff that I'm interested in, and but what I do is I like hyper focus on my interests.
Okay.
And then after a while I just completely like drained all I can from it, and I'm not getting anything from it anymore. So then I move on to a different thing, you know? And so that was what was happening before I joined Risk. At that time I was on Instagram, a part of the tarot community.
Oh, cool.
And it was just so draining after a while. And I was like, I need to do something else. And then, so, like, what I used to just, like, relax was I found the Risk game.
And then you use it to relax more and more.
Yeah, because I was already using Risk to, like, relax and whatever, but then I noticed, I don't know why it took me 6 months to notice, but I noticed that, that there was a Discord.
Yeah.
And then, like, I've been on Discord since, like, 2016. So, like, I don't know why it took me so long to join the Risk Discord, but once I did, it was, like, very active and very, like, capable of, like, being able to socialize. I was like, okay, I'm getting my socialization this way. Socialization, you know?
It's funny, I feel the same way. Like, I spent... the one of the first people I spoke to was... so I was in a game time lobby, right? When I came into the tournament. That's how I came into Discord. And Zareki was hosting... And Stove was actually one of the first people I spoke to. And he just looked at my record. He's like, wow, Pete, you sure play a lot of games. Why don't I know you? And I was like, well, I don't really use... I play a lot of Risk. I don't really use Discord.
Yeah.
But now I do. So... something about it. Oh, yeah. Goodbye.
Hey, good.
Bye.
Oh, no, that's like you wanted to do that for so long.
Get the fuck out of here.
Both of those things. Oh, my goodness. That's great. I love it.
Thanks, man. I figured you'd appreciate that move. Oh, he's not impressed. He's not impressed, Jerry. He's going to stop me.
Oh, no. I'm gonna place a little bit out here. I don't know how much. Let's say 20. Yeah, 20 sounds good. And place the rest. I don't know.
Here's what happens. Stove has a match on 3 and he steamrolls me, right?
Probably. But no, I don't know. Hold on. I want to just break all this junk up because he doesn't need to be over here anymore.
No, he doesn't.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to get all of them, though.
I'm surprised you didn't take your cap.
Somebody else is going to have to take that last one.
I'm very surprised you didn't take your cap.
Why would I take my cap?
I don't know. Tell me. I don't know. No, listen. Okay, these are modes that you're good at and I'm not. So, like, teach me what's going on.
Okay, so my I think I had like a total of 57.
Okay.
Right. And he had 24. So that's like not even double. Okay. You know? So like I wouldn't do that. It needs to be 2.7, and it was like I didn't even want to check it.
Is that for
Plus, I wanted to make sure that he didn't get as many troops as he's been getting because I've been allowing him to get troops because I figured he was going to be a nice neighbor. But he has proved me wrong, so I need to stop being a nice neighbor.
So 2.7 is the 100% ratio?
Yes.
For a cap hit? Okay. No, don't do it. No, don't do it. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Stop it now.
I like how we're both like over here, like at the edge of our seat. I'm like, is she gonna knock me out?
I know. So the thing that brought me to the community and like keeps me here is I've always felt like a bit of a crazy weirdo, and from coming to meet all you other cool crazy weirdos on Discord, you know what I mean? Like, take the compliment for what it is. I think special, interesting, and unique, intelligent people have kind of aggregated in this space, and it was. He does have a match on 3. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, god damn it.
Oh no, he's gonna take you out.
Yeah, good for him. Good for him.
Oh.
He's sick of it.
Yeah. He's like, that's your side of the map, stay over there.
Well played, having a card? Yeah, thanks, bud. Thanks, Stowe. Appreciate it, buddy. Now what the hell do I do?
You take blackout.
Eventually.
No, I'm just trying to say what I want you to do. Oh, big sad.
Get the fuck out. He does as if I don't do that.
Oh, okay. So Liz is at 3.
So another thing I like about these modes is that it kind of feels like a fixed game, but to the nth degree, right? It's like everybody is wait. No, damn it, Cherry, no.
I'm not. It's not personal. It's not personal.
I don't take it personal. I have
to go through you because I want to get this out of here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna put my 6 here because that's very well defending it. You know. Such good defenses.
What I'm saying is the settings is kind of like it's a very slow, tactical sort of. You really have to strategize and pick your battles.
Yeah.
I don't know though.
So,
I'm still in the same place I was before, but now I've lost my exterior position. So that worked out well for Stove. I can't believe he had a match on 3, man.
What happens now? Oh, I'm sorry.
No, tell me. Tell me what happens now.
Okay, what happens now is it's also me from my perspective, so like it's for me winning, you know. But what happens now is since you're stuck on this side, so you need to make an ally with either me or Black, or you're going to get card blocked.
Well, so I'm going to make an ally with you, obviously. Obviously.
Yeah, so I'm suggesting we team up on Black. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm down.
And then we could be happy neighbors, and then we could build up, and then we can attack the right.
Yes.
Or wait for the right to attack us.
I'm down. I'm down with this plan. What do you want me to do, Cherry?
Oh, you don't have to do anything that you don't want to do.
No, but I'm asking you. I'm asking you what you want me to do.
Well, it looks like... See, if we're going to be in a partnership, I'm not going to ask you to take Black's capital, because then that would make you weak against Stove, and then Stove will take over this side.
Yeah.
So, just, play normally for right now.
I don't know. I don't actually know what that means.
Then we'll take Black out.
Okay. I don't actually know what playing normally means in this context. Do I attack Stove and open up his line from his cap?
No.
Yeah, that might be dumb, right? That might be dumb.
Yeah. So yeah, these settings are what I learned on, which after being a part of the community for a while, I found out is I believe completely ass backwards.
Hey, check out my cap.
Hey, looks good. Wait, we got that one. Hold on.
Looks good.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, what was I saying? Okay, so these were the settings that I learned on, and I guess most people don't learn on prog caps.
Right.
So I have a different foundation when it comes to my risk knowledge.
Okay.
Yeah, because I guess most people do the prog world dom or fixed world dom and caps, or some people zombies, I guess. But my skill base foundation is thinking long game and just having patience.
Yes.
And that's something like Zeroki hates cap games, right?
Of course.
Because he's very world down progressive. Let's get this win as soon as I can. What is the best strategic plan for me to win as fast as I can? You know? And I'm the opposite way. I'm how can I do this very slowly and unnoticeably? So
So you like to play sneaky?
Yeah.
Sure.
I like to play sneaky and have build different connections and build allyships, build enemies. You know, it's fun. It's a whole little thing.
So the politics is one of the most fun.
Yes.
Parts of the game. Yeah, I would say I agree. I think that a game of Risk is most enjoyable when you're messing with people a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like the manipulation aspect. That's why I was saying if we can figure out a way to get competitive tournaments with all VC competitors, then and we can figure out a way to do that fairly, that would be that would just add such an extra layer of fun to the game as I see it.
Yeah, that most definitely would.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do I do now?
I mean, you could hit my 6.
There's no way. There's no way he has a match. There's no way he has a match on 3 again, right?
I mean, sometimes it be like that.
Oh, he does.
Oh, he's dropping the good luck on you. It doesn't look good.
Why do I antagonize this man? Come on, Cherry. Let's just get him out of our side of the board. What do you say?
I would help you 100%, but I need to make sure that I'm not knocked out of this side.
No. Don't help me. Help yourself. We have to work together
let me
to
get
defeat.
Situated, and then we can work together.
We have to work together to defeat a common enemy. You see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's so funny. And Vash is chirping you. You can lock him out though, right? Or almost.
Like what?
How? Like you would look to locking him out at some point too. I guess. Or is that not possible?
You mean like card blocking him?
Yeah.
I mean,
Too early.
If it falls into my lap, yes, but I'm not going to go out of my way to do it because our troops are so close. Like, basically, my thing here is I'm either waiting for him to get annoyed that I'm behind him, so he's, like, dumb enough to come off his cap and hit my stack, and then make his capital weak enough for me to come through from, like, the other side or whatever is remaining.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'm just, like, waiting until my stack is bigger and I can just take my cap back. I'm just chilling.
This is really useful for me. I want you to know this. Like, I'm trying to get a lot out of your cap strategy here.
Okay. So, like, when I'm playing, especially when it's more so when it's capitals, I have multiple game plans going on at the same exact time, and then they all change every time somebody takes their turn. So it's just like, or at least the people that like affect me personally take their turn. So it's just like a constant changing.
I think what you're touching on there is actually a hallmark of really good players. Is that you have a base. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you have a base strategy, but you also leave it open to adaptation in the moment when situation on the ground changes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's open now, but his cap is weak, so.
I mean, but he has 4 cards, so is it?
So do I.
Oh, I mean, ooh, hold on here. What's up? Quick math. I'm horrible at math. Are you good at math?
Reasonably.
No, I don't think it's enough because it's just over double.
Right. If you matched on 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you'd kill him and you'd get 3 more cards.
True. But then I have absolutely no capital defense, and Stove is going to come down and take the cap, so it's not a good idea.
Okay.
But I will. He also has 3 as well, so he may have a match. I'm just going to take a card over here. Boop.
Boop. Sure wish I had some. Sure wish I had some action over there.
Right?
Oh, buddy.
I mean, if he is going to continue to only take behind me, I could trade in and put it in front of him to where then he is card blocked and his only option is to hit one of 2 big stacks. So that is another possibility.
So I already kind of touched on this. I already kind of got your reaction. but I like to ask
Mm-hmm.
most of my guests this question, right? What would you say to someone who said you're good at risk?
If somebody said I was good at
Yeah,
risk,
someone's like, "Hey, are you good?" How do you respond?
oh, if they're
Oh,
asking me if I'm good,
right.
um, most likely my answer would be no. But like, I mean, like from the like general perspective, like everybody else, but like from my personal, I would say that I am better than what I have been, so therefore I am good.
Okay.
So like that's what, like, I don't know. Like I wouldn't, other people will obviously compare me to other people. And so from that perspective, I'm not like this amazing great player, but I'm not like a horrible player either. But like from my own personal perspective, I've grown a lot, I've learned a lot, so I feel like I'm a good player.
Well, you're one of the best players in the world at these settings,
I
right?
mean, true.
Yeah. No. So look, your humility is well met, right? I always try my best to keep my ego out of my game as much as possible, which we both know
Yeah.
is impossible to do, but I try my best, and
Yeah.
I really like. It's so cool to see how different, how much variety between all the grandmasters there actually is.
Hmm.
Oh, is he gonna do it? Is he gonna mess me up, Cherry?
What's the trade in?
90.
I mean, it'd be really stupid if he did.
Okay, good. And we know Stove doesn't play stupid, so.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know.
Like, literally right now, what both Stove and I are doing is we're being vultures. Like it's just popped into my head that it's pretty vulture-like right now.
In what way?
He's literally just waiting for you to die. And I'm just literally waiting for Black to die. Then we're just gonna clean up all the pieces.
Alright, we're starting to get into the territory of large numbers.
Yeah.
So I guess the place I'd go with that "Are you good?" question is, it's a great tell as far as how people think of themselves.
Mm.
Because it's really hard to get an objective measure of yourself, which actually cuts back nicely to what we were talking about in terms of personality types and psychographics. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I love my friends. I actually select my friends on a metric of, is this person going to be brutally honest with me? Are they going to risk hurting my feelings to tell me the truth? Are they going to help me grow as a person? Right? I don't want people just saying, "Oh, Pete, you're great," pat you on the back sort of people. I want sycophants. You know what I mean? I don't want that. I want to be challenged. I want people to show me where I'm wrong,
Mm-hmm.
because that's sort of how you grow.
Mm-hmm.
Do you agree mostly with that?
Yeah, I think it's if you don't have like if you surround yourself with friends that are just like yes people and don't actually tell you when you're messing up or like when you've done something wrong, like even like if it's small, like it doesn't need to be like a big mess up, like it could just be like a hey you did something and I didn't like this, and then you'd be like, oh my bad, I didn't even see it that way, you know. So then you've now learned from that experience. So like if people aren't telling you when you're messing up, you're never going to grow as a person. So like yeah, ideally you would definitely want to have friends around that are secure enough in like your relationship with them to actually be truthful with you.
Which is rare.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, and I think it's a great metaphor not just for life but also for the game. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of people are you on Reddit at all?
Um, no, like okay, so I've
You
made
came
a
to Discord
Reddit
for
and like
more.
I occasionally go if like a link is posted in the Discord, I'll go and I'll read it, and that's like all I do.
Right. Well, I'm just bringing it up because I noticed that the attitude a lot of folks have about the dice hate me.
The dice hate me?
I lost this game because of luck, blah, blah, blah.
Oh.
It's not helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's like, You're not going to grow as a player if you assume... Good luck, okay? Come get me, dude. It's like a serious stove Pete beef going on this game, huh?
Yeah.
What did I even do?
Let's see.
Oh, cherry. Now you're talking.
Like, it was too appetizing. I couldn't just...
Yeah, 5 cards for sure.
5 cards, like...
Too appetizing.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Are you serious right now? Why would I have stopped it? Oh, no, I don't want to use that. Get out of here.
Too appetizing.
What?
I like the way you put it. Too appetizing.
Yeah.
Well, now we're in trouble. And you have 5 cards again. Fuck. I got a bad feeling about this. Oh,
don't worry, there is absolutely no reason for me to fuck with you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
You're the gate, dude. You literally have 2 capitals blocking the whole rest of the side coming into me. So as long as we stay good, like, you allow me to have what I have, and I allow you to have whatever, like, you need to have.
Yeah, but
we're both gonna grow.
But I don't have anything.
You don't have anything yet.
What am I gonna have?
Well, I mean, we're not keeping stove over here, so.
Okay. I didn't see that you were going that way.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, that's not my first course of action, because obviously I'm going to take care of myself first. I'm going to secure myself on the right-hand side, but Stove's time on the left side is limited.
Okay. You know he can hear you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Oh no, 115 coming in. Well, how do you get so lucky? Match on 3 times in a row.
I don't know.
Look at that. It does happen from time to time.
But, like, he didn't need to hear me say that. He already knew that.
Right. Right. And he put all of his troops on this side, too. Okay.
Yeah, so I definitely scared him.
Yeah, you had some kind of effect, I'm sure. Well, let me see if I can just be a bit of an opportunist then. Is that reasonable?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's reasonable. Not offending anybody. Just take a little space.
No, I don't need to get out of here.
I can totally see why Zareki would hate this, right? Because he's thinking so many steps ahead of everybody, and so much faster, and it's just like, why am I waiting? Why am I waiting? Why am I waiting? Yeah. Yeah. Now, it took me a bit to get the appeal of caps mode, but I think I figured out how to love it. So now the only thing that's lacking is like what you have, the sort of unconscious skill.
Okay.
First step for me to learning anything is I have to figure out how to enjoy the process. Uh-oh. Hilarious. So next question, I would like to know, what do you think makes you unique as a person?
Well, I mean, the same thing that makes everybody unique. We all, like, are our own people that only, like, everything that ever happened to us in our life has only, like, happened to us in this specific pattern. It's like, I don't know, that is like a basic why I am unique, but it's also like why everybody is unique.
Right.
Well,
do you think that people are It's a weird way to put this. We're kind of like the universe understanding itself. Like,
Okay.
what do you think consciousness is? This is an extremely deep philosophical question. So I'm putting you on the spot, but give me what you think.
Okay, consciousness. So, okay. Consciousness is who we are. like obviously we all are like human beings, but our bodies aren't so much us. It's basically just like a vehicle for who we actually are, which is our conscious.
Okay, that's a great way of thinking about it. I think I agree completely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you believe in magic? No, I think you do, right? I'm guessing from what you've said so far, I'm guessing that you do.
Okay, so like I'm already crazy enough, so I don't need people thinking I'm more crazy.
No,
but
I'm not coming from that. It's not, again,
okay.
there's no judgment in these questions. You can't be wrong when you have an opinion.
I know none from you. There's no judgment. I understand that.
Yeah.
But no, I've definitely always. I hear echo myself.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, no, I don't anymore. Yeah, I've always been like fascinated with like the idea of magic and like things that like surround that. It's your turn. Okay, things that like surrounds like that idea and stuff. And I mean, depending on what your definition of magic is, yes, I believe in magic.
Okay, so I guess the way I would define it is, do you believe it is possible for things to happen in the world that have no scientific explanation? That's how I'd. Okay, cool. So
because like,
yeah, tell me.
You want me to break you? Is that what this is? I don't
break me.
No. Wait, like,
yeah.
Why did you put me in a position to do this? But okay.
Gotta go somewhere.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
What was I saying?
Magic.
Magic. Stuff happening that is not proven by science.
Yeah,
yes?
It's impossible to be explained. Yeah.
Impossible to explain by science. If that is the definition of magic, then yes, I 100% believe in magic because most things are explainable by science. We just haven't figured it out yet.
I see where you're saying. So, like current science versus maybe future science. Yeah. Okay, no, but
exactly.
See, I think we are still saying the same thing then.
Yeah, because like think about it. Like back in the day, like go way back.
Yep.
People. Like anything that they didn't understand, they thought it was magic and witchcraft and evil, and they need to stomp it out, But like usually it was just like science. So like I think anything that we perceive as magic, which I'm not saying like we shouldn't perceive it that way, if that's how you like that's your personal like not like you like general you,
yes,
personal feeling, you can feel however you want to feel. So like if you see it as magic, then yes, it's magic. But like how I personally feel, like I too also like it's magical, definitely, but I feel that almost anything can be proven, we just haven't gotten there yet.
Right. So this is the big question then. Are there things that could never be proven?
Is there what?
Are there things that could never be proven? Is that such a thing? No. Okay. So I think we do agree. There's just a lack of understanding. And once you understand something, it no longer becomes magical. And that was a big thing. That was a big lesson for me in my life because I was spending my time waiting for something to happen. Mm-hmm. And it never came, right? Until I decided, the magic, quote, is effort. Is having a goal and then doing the thing that you have to do to get that goal.
Yeah.
Right? Nothing is just given to you. Everything is earned, or at least everything that you value.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's just my little bit of it. As far as what consciousness comes from.
Actually, so what you were saying about like that you just didn't like the magic part, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that the magic was the effort, and that's what you were missing. So they're actually like, now I'm really gonna like give away my like about myself.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
No, it's all good.
Okay.
The thing that magic. So like if you were to like enter like a witchcraft or Wiccan, or I really hate this term, but woo-woo community.
Yep. You said it. I didn't say it.
I hate that term so much.
I didn't say it. You said it.
Yeah, I know. I didn't make it. They like call yourself what you want to call yourself, I guess. But actually no, I really do not like that term. Like, why are you going to do magic or witchcraft? There we go. But like be like but like don't want the title of witchcraft because of the negative input. So you're just going to label it something else that is like nonsensical, like woo woo. Are you kidding me? It's so stupid. I hate it so much. But anyway, sorry, a little off topic there.
All good.
Why are you making me do this? Big sad. Okay. So, yeah, I'm definitely not cowboy. I can't talk and play.
Nobody is, man. I haven't seen anyone be able to do that except him. Oh, Real's in trouble now.
Yeah, I'm not happy that he, was threatening me with his 9.
You felt threatened.
No, he was trying to threaten me with his 9. I'm like, dude, you can't threaten me with a 9, and I'm going to show you why.
That's why.
Whoa! Yeah, that's great. I kind of thought that was coming, because I'm like, either he's going to hit her or she's going to hit him, because why is she there?
Right, and then Stove can't capitalize on this because he's blocked in.
Yeah, because he's too focused over here, and he is blocked. Well, I mean, he doesn't have a trade-in, so that's not happening.
Okay.
But he could, like, okay, coming back, what's up? Break stuff.
Yeah, cool. Gonna knock out Storm from that side. Oh, man.
It's the really funny thing right now.
What is?
He's kind of card blocking himself.
Yep.
Like, he literally has one more take. That's it.
I don't think Real knows the strategy for caps.
Yeah.
Is this his only account? 57 hours?
Yeah, I believe he's. I think he's new to the community. I think.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, Stove's giving him a couple of cards.
Yeah, Stove's a nice guy.
There you go. Always making friends, huh?
Yeah.
Man, I'm excited. Stove's almost at that 5K games. It's nuts. It's pretty cool. Okay, well.
Oh, I just remembered what I was saying.
What's up?
Okay. So, in the, like, witchcraft or Wiccan or woo-woo community, whatever, like, part that you're in, magic is literally just, intent, but it's not, like, just intent, but, like, how do I... You know what? I'm gonna give you a card.
Thanks, man.
I wasn't even paying attention to this side of the map. But, okay, so it's like intention and like... It's also like the how you think about something. Like, there's also stuff like it comes into play with like mental health stuff as well. Because like if you think that you're not going to be able to do something or that you can't do something, then you're not going to, you know? Like, but if you think that you can, you, like, just thinking it doesn't make you able to do it, but thinking it gives you, like, the motivation, the energy, the determination to actually be able to do it. So, like, that gets you up going, and then everything else is, like, you just doing it. So, like, and that's what magic is, and, like, that community, that's what magic means. Well, like, intense, but because they're putting so much intent into it and so much thought, that it does magically happen. But it's because they're making it happen, because they're motivating themselves, they're like being determined and stuff. Yeah.
Well, humans are the only species, as far as I know, that adapts the environment to us, right? All other species tend to evolve to suit their environment, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Stove isn't happy. So when you're talking about intent, like what we do as an organism, right? This is us on a biological level. Is we invent things that don't exist. So first we have an idea. We use our imagination to create an idea in our head first of what we want to create in the world, and then we make that tool, right? And then we do that over and over and over again. So in a way, it is literal magic, right? You are making something out of nothing. You're making something physically exist out of the idea in your head.
Yes.
And I love that. I think it's so cool that we are able to manifest our intent in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's nothing woo-woo about it. At least not.
I know.
Yeah.
You're going to stick with that term.
No, it's nothing, because it's very fundamental to what we are as an animal.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're being the most human when you're working hard at creating something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. I've thought about this a lot.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm like really big into tarot. I wouldn't say that like there's a lot of knowledge to know when it comes to this topic.
Sure.
And I definitely do not know. Like, I wouldn't even say that I know half of it, because there is a lot. But I'm very interested in it. And one of the things that I like so much about the tarot, because, like, you know, the thing of tarot, like, oh, you're reading somebody's fortune, you're reading the future. Like, okay, I mean, you can go into it and look at it from that way. But, like, me personally, I use it in more of like a, it's like looking into myself and like understanding other stuff. So like the reason why I'm bringing this up is because one of the major arcanas is the magician.
Say again. One of the major. What was arcanas? The term? What's an arcana?
Oh. Okay, so arcana, like, okay, I'm digging in my brain right now, but basically the only connection I'm making outside of tarot is arcana connects to magic. That's like the only connection my brain is making right now.
I asked because I didn't know the word, so.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, that's as a word, the only thing that I can like connect it to outside of tarot is magic.
Okay.
Yeah, like, yeah, I'm sorry.
All good, man. Do your thing. You were talking about the magician.
Yeah, hold on one moment. I don't know where I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna put it over here. Okay, so the magician, the whole thing about the magician, in the tarot, there's 4 suits. There's the wands, the cups, the pentacles, and the swords, okay? And like those like okay. But they all like represent something different, right? Mm-hmm. And then the magician is standing with a table in front of him, and he has one of each: a sword, a wand, a pentacle, which is a coin, and which one did I miss? Cup? I think I missed cup.
Yeah.
So like he has one of each in front of him, and the whole like thing about the magician is that you already have everything you need right now, like as yourself, like not like possessions. You as your being already have everything that you will ever need to do whatever you want to do. And that's like the whole thing about the magician, is that you are the magician and you have every tool and asset or thing you can think of that you could like need is already in you as like an idea or a feeling and stuff like that.
Well, that's definitely something that I've learned to be true in my own life.
Yeah.
And it was really hard lesson to learn.
Mm-hmm.
But the power to create, the power to trust yourself, to not be, a slave to your preconceptions and your mostly false beliefs that you're not good enough or you can't do something, right? Well, that was a big sort of moment for me. To kind of what you're saying, like to not think that I don't have this power. Everyone has this power. We are all perfect, just as we are, right? Otherwise, we're just seeking validation externally.
Yeah.
Which you kind of know is a hopeless endeavor. The more you seek it, the more you crave it.
Yeah.
Oh, Storm's had enough. She's sick of it. Oh, we're blocking white in now. Good. Yeah. There we go. See you later. What's he going to do about that?
Oh, sorry. Zoned out for a second.
Real. What's he going to do about that?
Oh, probably suicide.
Yeah. Into who?
I don't know.
Into Storm? Uh-oh.
I guess.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, like, where's he moving it? Let's see. Oh, is he not?
What would you do when this?
What would I do in this situation?
When this happens to you, what is the thing? What is the solution? Wait.
Okay, so he's sitting on 2 cards. We're already almost at the 200s in turn-ins. It's not looking good for him.
No.
Because, like, what he can do to get uncard blocked is to take troops off of his capital. But he has to fortify to do that, so they're going to be vulnerable for a whole round. Obviously, everybody else is going to take advantage of that and just kill the troops that are off the capital, and then he's just, like, cut his lifespan in this game in half. So there's really, he's just out next. I don't really think he has something to do. Like, somebody else would have to make a mistake or help him out for him to live longer in this scenario.
Which won't happen.
Which most likely will not happen.
Yes. Yeah. Right. Well, this map is big enough for 4 people, isn't it?
Yeah, sure.
Oh my god. Don't kill me too quick.
No, I need you.
Yeah, for now. You need me for now.
Yeah. Actually, like, I'm a bit worried about the right side, to be honest. Because the right side is bigger, so ideally, if you were to control a side of this map, you would want the right side.
Right.
But with how it's going right now, Real is going to be out soon, or at least next, most likely. Stormy doesn't like long cap games, so she will probably be out soon as well.
Okay.
So it's literally handing the game to Stove, and unfortunately, we also have Stove on the left-hand side with us. So it's not looking that great for us. Ideally, we should have gotten rid of him on the left side like a long time ago, and I should have the bottom, and you should have the top, and we should be building our forces to attack Stove on the right, when he ultimately has the whole right.
He's rolling my stack. Sure, bud. Whatever you need to tell yourself. That's funny. Well, how do we get him out of our side of the board?
Well, unfortunately, his stack is bigger than a trade-in, and neither one of us really have a stack that we can add to that's mobile to go and attack him. Mm-hmm. So in our current situation, the only way that we could successfully get him out is we would both have to, like, suicide a stack into him and hope we kill him. So, yeah.
So that's not happening.
Well, I mean, it could happen. Like, if you have a set and I have a set, well, you go before me.
You have a set, though.
You can suicide a set into him.
You have a set right now.
Yeah.
I don't have a set. Believe it or not.
Yeah, he has 1 card, so I could. But then if you don't have a set, we still have to wait for you to have a 5th card.
I don't have a set.
Yeah, I know. So he would still have time to build up, but he doesn't have a card. So I don't know. Maybe it's a good idea, but it's gonna make him angry on the right side. So I probably won't exist there much longer. But I can try it.
Well, I tried to hold that continent earlier, and it didn't work out so much for me.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll try it for funsies.
Okay.
Plus still likes being attacked, right? So.
Uh-oh.
Hey!
Oh.
You don't even need to trade it.
Nope. Well played. He's not going to be happy.
No, he's not. He's going to be so mad. Oh no!
So, if a newer player came to you asking for advice, what do you think is one of the most important things to tell them about the game? Wow.
So the most important thing
he's
isn't
done,
like,
eh?
Yeah, he's mad.
Wow.
So the most important thing wouldn't actually be like a strategy or like a skill or something. The most important thing that I would tell somebody that's just like entering the community, like just entering the community, that the most important thing would be to not take other people's opinions as facts. Like something may work for one person, but that doesn't mean that it will work for you or like somebody else. Like it may even work for you, who knows? But like everybody has their own opinion and their own way to how they learn. And that's not like necessarily how everybody else is going to learn. So like you can listen to them, but like take it with a grain of salt and just do you, have fun, and eventually you'll find your own way, and you'll eventually figure out what you need to figure out, and you will eventually be where you want to be. I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm down with it. Were there specific moments that you like can recall where you like leveled up? You're like, aha, I just learned something. Any sort of big takeaways? Yeah, tell me some of that stuff.
Okay, so like I said earlier, like the first like skill I learned from joining the community was a card block. So like I was a beginner, so like obviously I didn't know like card block. I just joined the like server and never like actually played with multiple grandmasters in a game. So like I think it was like one of my very first games. I was just card blocked and I had nothing. I couldn't do anything. I was fucked. Mm-hmm. And then after that game, I card blocked somebody. Like the very next game later, I was like, I have this new skill. It was actually like, it wasn't even just the very next game. It was like the next 5 games in a row. I would card block them just because it's something I just learned. I'm excited about this new skill. I'm going to use as much as I can, you know? That kind of made some people angry. But it is what it is. And, so yeah, that was like my first aha moment. Like level up moment. Another one that I would say took me a very long time to actually figure out was the like basic concepts of lines.
Okay, like the pathing?
Yes. Like, and now looking. Oh snap! Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Look at you, taking advantage of a situation. Now you have like a really good chance of winning this.
Sure, but I'm also in trouble with you.
I mean, not really.
No?
Not currently.
Okay. We're still friends, is what you're saying?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You haven't attacked me at all, so I personally over here have not received any signal that we are not good.
Cool.
And now you attack me.
No, I'm not. Look, I'm not trying to cause trouble.
Okay, I'm gonna take your word on that one.
You just don't have anywhere to go is the problem.
Yeah, so like that doesn't seem like you're trying to be a friendly neighbor.
Well, no, but like, what do you want? Okay, so what do you... If you were me, how could I help you in this circumstance, right? We're obviously going to be enemies now.
No.
No? Okay.
That's the wrong gameplay of this.
Tell me. How can we be friends?
Once you get a hand up in this game, people get cocky and they're like, I'm going to win this now. I can just like throw my weight around. No, you can't. You still need to play nice.
Okay.
Because if you don't play nice, then everybody's just going to take you out.
Okay.
If you want to play nice with me, what you could do is we can trade on Northern Passage, because nobody currently owns that bonus.
Yeah.
So it won't mess with either one of our bonuses. And we just need to team up and fuck up the right side. See,
but you can't get
eventually
to the right side.
Yeah, I can't get to the right side, exactly. So I need to think for myself. But as a unit, I'm honestly, most likely you are looking really good to win. I'm not going to lie. With 3 caps, they're all at decent numbers. And they're in good locations to where you can't be cut off from any of the sides. And, how am I even... Hold on one second. I need to figure something out. Oh, I probably shouldn't have done that. It's going to make my toaster go really, really slow.
Making some toast.
Yeah.
All right.
What's up?
What's up?
Oh, okay, so you really don't want to play nice.
No, I do.
Doesn't look like you do.
No, I do.
It doesn't look like you do.
What do you mean?
Well, I just told you that if you wanted to play nice, we would trade on Northern Passage. You're like, yeah, bet. And then you sat down there.
Well, but I mean, that sounds like a threat.
What sounds like a threat?
Like, I want to play nice, obviously, but I also want to win the game, and you're behind me, and there's nowhere for you to go.
Yeah, but the thing is, you can't win the game if we don't play nice.
Okay, so we have to play nice.
Yeah, and this is my little reminder to you that we need to play nice.
Okay, understood.
Oops. Okay, but yeah, I was saying something. What was I saying?
Damn, we were talking about level up moments.
Level up moments, lines. We were talking about lines. Okay.
Pathing, yes.
So now that I fully understand lines, when I watch other people, like, it doesn't matter, like, where they are ranked. If they don't understand lines, I'm like, how did I not understand this? Like, and then, like, I'm, like, trying to help them, like, you need to do this. And they're like, shut up, you don't need to tell me what to do. I'm like, okay, fine. But, yeah. So, like, lines was something very hard for me to, like, comprehend. Stove would constantly be like, watch your line. And I'm like, what do you mean I don't understand lines? What is a line? But, yeah. But then I eventually figured that one out. And then from there, I figured out how to, like, use lines to my advantage and such. So, like, that was a good aha moment. Level up moment.
I feel like you're just tricking me.
Okay, do you want me to explain how you can't win if you do not have me on your side?
I want you on my side. I do.
You want me on your side because if we're at war, you're at war on 2 sides.
Yeah.
So you need to have peace with one side. So obviously you can choose the other side if you want. So that's up to you.
Right.
But the thing is, I'm going to eventually, like, if you don't play nice with me, then that means I'm not going to be playing nice with you, and then that just gives you another problem.
Uh-oh. I got problems.
Yeah. See, you don't need more problems.
You know I got problems. See, my issue with this is I'm too dumb to understand how to win.
What?
Yeah,
no.
Straight up. I don't get it. I'm in this position now, but I don't see the how. Yeah, sure.
Okay, well, A, you're not too dumb. It's just, you don't, you just haven't, like, put it together yet. It's all there. You just need to work on it, and eventually it will click.
Sure.
So not dumb.
Sure.
Let's see what's going on here. What's gonna... go on a walk, hit a cap, be a little suicidal. That's fun.
Well, he'd be a lot suicidal.
I already forgot what I was saying.
I don't know, because shit happened, right? Yeah, I also have to focus a little bit, so excuse me.
Yeah, that's all good. I'm watching, so I'm focusing too.
Seems to be going pretty well for the old Peatman. Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess when I say I'm too dumb, what I actually mean by that is I know I'm like a pretty smart dude, but I also have... I have a growing sense of my own limitations, if that makes any sense to you, right? Like, the more you know, the more you become aware of what you don't know. So I'm not trying to cut myself up, really, but it is humbling to realize that, you know, the world is infinitely deep, and the more you can learn about something, the more you realize it just keeps going, right? So it can be a bit overwhelming, but that's a good thing, right? That's a beautiful thing. It would be super boring otherwise.
Yeah. Yeah, in this game you obviously have a really good setup. You are holding literally 4 of the capitals.
Yeah.
And 3 of the capitals.
And Storm is sick of it.
4 very soon.
Storm is sick of it. Says, no, thank you. I will not be letting you win like that.
Yeah.
That was an interesting outcome.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Stop it.
You stop it. You stop it.
Okay, so since your turn is over...
What's up? You can talk to me.
Oh, yeah. You could have been a little bit risky and taken your cap that is on Town Plaza, even though it was, like, maybe not even double. I don't remember what it was. But you could have been, like, a little bit risky and, like, slammed it into her capital, and then if you had anything left, hit the rest of the ones, and then not attack the one on the bridge, and then move your bottom cap, which was, like, 400 something, to the Market Street, and then you would have completely guaranteed this side of the map much sooner, and then, like, the next turn, you would have been able to kill Stormy on that 48 cap, and then move all your troops onto this cap, and then, like, I'm dead. There is no way for me to come back.
Yeah. I'm still kind of expecting that to happen because...
Oh, yeah, it's definitely happening. It's just...
I don't think
she bit longer.
Has a match on 3. So I'm trying to play it conservatively, but if she does have a match on 3, then...
Like, obviously, you're going to do it this turn. You know, like... Or at least I would assume that you would, or, like, next turn or something.
Yeah.
But, yeah. But look at you. This is the second Prog Caps game that you've played with me, and both of them you have won.
I'm a sneaky fuck, Cherry.
I know. And then you're over here trying to tell me I'm too dumb to know how to win this game.
It's all lies. Don't listen to me. It's the kill Pete strategy. Don't listen to my nonsense. All right. GG, Stormy.
GG's. Yeah, game over.
Pretty much. So, do you want to play like maybe one more quick game after this, or do you feel like
Yeah, sure,
wrapping up?
definitely.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe not caps though, eh?
No.
Okay, cool. I can just put everything in the front now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bum.
So what else do you do other than tarot and your other house? We chatted once. You told me you played Magic a little bit.
Mhm. Yeah.
How deep into it did you get?
Okay, so this was like a while ago.
Sure.
Sorry, I'm just figuring stuff out. But no, it was like a while ago, like almost, I wouldn't say a full decade, but like more than half of a decade ago. And like obviously, like I went to, I want to say 2 of the like, what are those, the events where like a new set has come out and then everybody meets up at the card shop and you wait until midnight and then at midnight there's like a tournament that happens.
Pre-release.
Yes. Okay, so I have done 2 of those. So like I did have like a little bit of an interaction with like the actual like main community in my local area.
Cool.
But the majority of my what am I trying to say here? The majority of my experience with Magic was more so like with like tabletop kitchen table Magic. Is that the right term? You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I do. Hanging out with your friends. Yeah. You know, nothing serious, nothing competitive.
Yeah. So like that's where the like most of it's at. So if I tell you the format, like my go-to format in Magic, you will probably hate me because most people are like, seriously, why
judge
do you
anybody.
play that?
I don't judge anybody for what they like.
Yeah.
You're allowed.
Okay, so are you ready?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. I used to play a mill deck.
I love mill.
I love mill too.
I have a mill deck. Oh yeah, no worries. I definitely have a mill deck.
Yeah. Everybody hates milling. Like I think people hate milling almost, if not as much, as they hate poison decks.
Oh yeah, sure. Poison decks are a bit cheesier than mill, but I feel like with mill you have to be a little bit stylish.
Yeah.
You know? So for people who don't know Magic, what we're talking about is normally in a game of Magic you're like a wizard and the other person is a wizard and you're setting up to kill them in a magical battle using creatures to like beat their life points down to 0. Mm-hmm. But with a mill deck, the other way to win is to run their other deck out of cards.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Do you have a match? You do. All right.
I do. Oh, I put in the wrong spot.
You did.
Yeah, good job. GG, Sierra.
Okay.
You're so smart.
Yeah. Now we can go to the next game.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry, I interrupted you. What's up?
No, it's all good. I was trying to just explain in brief what a mill deck is. Like, one of the win cons is you run your opponent out of cards completely, and then that's the game. All right. Yeah. Got him.
Got him.
GG, man. That was fun.
Yeah.
And we got it in what, like an hour and a half?
Yeah.
Pretty
and
cool.
I have a positive KD, so that's always good.
You guys love your KD ratios, huh? That's so funny. All right, what? Give me another map. What do you like?
Okay, do you fog settings on when you're streaming? Is that like, or is it like
the guest choice?
Okay, can we do prog zombies on Turkey?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay.
I'm not actually streaming, right? I'm just recording, so.
Oh, okay.
We can do whatever.
Oh, Well, I meant like recording because it's the gameplay is still in the But anyways, yeah.
Turkey.
Yes.
Zombies and progressive with fog on.
Yes.
Okay. I'm just going to use the washroom real quick, and I'll invite you. I'm sure Stove wants to play. I'll invite you to the game. Let's see if Storm wants to play too.
Alright. I'm going to BRB as well. I'll let you know when I'm back.
Me too. I'll be right back.
I'm back. You are not back. Oh, are you back?
We need 2 spots.
Yep.
Okay, cool, Dudette. You're here. Does Stove want to play or no?
Yeah.
Oh, he does? I just didn't invite, or?
Oh wait. What was the question? I thought you said Dudette. What did you say?
I'm just going to find 2 people. And then
okay.
So, what I wanted to ask you that I feel like I haven't gotten into yet is the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
How did you feel going throughout the outcome, all that stuff?
Okay, so let's start in the beginning.
Please.
So the first round was Turkey Prague, not zombies though. We're dumb. This is Turkey Prague is one of my favorite settings, and I think it's one of them due to it was a setting in a previous tournament.
Okay.
And I just really liked it from practicing it so much and then playing in the tournament. So like I started practicing just like playing it on like outside of the tournament and then back in the tournament. So I was like, yay, first round! I'm definitely going to like I'm not definitely going to win, but I'm going to do well, you know.
Mm-hmm. Confidence. So that's great. Starting off strong.
Yeah. So I was like, this is great. This is awesome. I might actually make it past round 3 this time because every tournament I've ever been in before this one, the furthest I've ever gotten is round 3.
Okay.
Yeah. Come on, bees. Okay, so I was pumped. I was confident. I get into the game. The game is like going well. I see my opportunity to not only like get a kill, but a string of kills. And sorry, again, I am not cowboy. So to like not only get a kill, but to get like a whole like string of kills, and if I do it within the right amount of time, like I could possibly win the game that turn.
Yeah.
So I get my first kill, get the trade in, panic attack. So that was awesome and super fun. It was
Wait, why? Why did you get so panicky?
Well, I mean, like, okay, so like with me personally, it seems like anxiety attacks have like an actual like root or reason that you can like figure out like something is like triggering it.
Okay.
And I think like a panic attack is, or at least for me specifically, or this is how I like, maybe I have it backwards, who knows, or like have it completely wrong. But for me personally, I feel like a panic attack is more so like your body's reaction to something. Like I had a lot of like, I guess probably adrenaline, you know, and my body was like, whoa, why do we have so much adrenaline? We are under attack. We need to protect ourselves.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Makes sense. Yeah.
Like,
totally.
Yeah. So like with this specific panic attack was actually like to that date my like worst panic attack. So like usually when you have like anxiety and stuff, like you feel like overwhelmed and like hot, you know?
Mm-hmm.
With this panic attack, I was freezing. My fingers, my toes, my hands, my feet, my forearms, like my lower legs were freezing, cold to the touch. I was literally trembling. Obviously, like panic attacks and anxiety attacks, your heart is like beating like out of control, and you're always like, oh my god, I'm gonna have a heart attack, I'm gonna die, you know? And like, because I've been here before, I'm like, it's not a heart attack, you're not gonna die. And but I'm like, but you know, maybe how fast it's going could cause a heart attack. So I was like, I was really bugging out.
Yeah, sounds like
it worked. Yeah. So I got the first kill. The panic attack, like the panic really started to set in, and like I got the second kill, and by the time I was supposed to kill Ren, and I could have if I would have just placed properly, but my brain wasn't, like I wasn't even in myself at that moment, nor could I even touch my mouse because my hand was so cold that like you don't actually, like, it's numb. I don't feel it, you know, and then it's also trembling, so I can't even grasp. So it's numb, can't grasp, can't really move my hand much, to be honest, besides the movement it's doing on its own. So like it was just a huge panic attack, and like I'm absolutely shocked that I was still able to win after that. But yeah, so that was my first game into the tournament.
Yeah, how were you able to just to not stop you, but like how were you able to pull yourself together and win the game?
Okay, so I don't want to like be boasty or like toot my own horn or like stuff like that.
Sure.
But like I personally feel like with me and mental health and just like in general, I'm just like very stubborn. So like I don't know, like I'm just a very stubborn, very determined person. So like no matter what is bothering me, is going on, is happening, my surroundings, I'm going to persist. Like it's just what's gonna happen.
Kind of like the finals, huh?
What happened?
Kind of like the finals too.
Yeah.
Right
like no matter what, I'm always going to keep going.
Cool.
Yeah. Which is like looking at like some of the things that like I've like made it through. It's like, how the hell did you do that? what is this sorcery? But yeah, so like I just like, so like even in like certain mental states, like I may not be like fully consciously there or like fully checked into like reality, but I still am functioning well enough to like complete tasks, you know, especially if it's something that like I know. So like risk is kind of like subconscious now, like you know what I mean?
Persist, win, despite what I'm feeling in the moment. I'm gonna put it aside and win the game, and then worry about it later, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like also like the other reason to why I persist is because usually the problem at hand is the problem at hand because you're in that problem. If you get through that problem, you don't have that problem anymore. You know?
Yep.
So like my goal in like most things is if I get through it, it's done, it's over with, and I can move on.
Okay, so you make it to game 2.
Mm-hmm. I don't even remember game 2. Is that the Japan game everybody keeps talking about?
It was Japan. I loved those settings.
It was Japan. Okay, so like I completely just like forgot that out of my memory. Yeah. I don't remember how that went at all. I don't have any recollection of it.
Well, I mean, you did really well on average, right? You came first or second in every game, I think.
I came in top 3 in every single game. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you like settings for Spain, the fixed caps?
I love Spain.
Okay.
Spain Prague World Dom. I love it. Spain Caps. I love too. I used to only be like, oh, I only like Caps Prague. You know, like Caps Fix is horrible. But then they changed the cap limit on the card trade-in, and now like Caps Prague eventually becomes Caps Fixed. You know what I mean? So like you wait like long enough, it eventually does. Like I kind of got used to the playing Caps Fixed because like it's shorter, and then also because I'm also getting used to it because it's literally what happens if you wait around long enough in Prague Caps.
Right.
So I love those settings, and it was great. It was even more so great because the people that I got to play on it with is people that I play Caps with. So like not only was it that I love this setting, but I also know how my opponents are going to play.
Who was in your game?
So,
you don't have to say if you can't remember.
Well, Stormy was in my game.
Oh, cool.
But it was Mike, right? Mike was in my game. Cricket.
Cool. Yep.
At least one of the people was somebody that I didn't play with. But anyway, so like I knew their like play style and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so it really worked out. I won that game. Actually yeah. Okay, what was the next round?
Next round would have been 28 turns later.
28 turns later. It was also a Caps game.
Yes.
I played that with DeReal.
Okay.
In the practice games, I think I played almost all of my practice games had DeReal in it, so we kind of like had like the first game we were like allies, and then the second game I totally fucked them over. So we had like this lovely relationship going into this game. So I didn't know how well like he would perceive me, but no, I kind of just like left him alone, so to be like, hey, I'm not going to fuck with you in this, you know. So he turned out also not fucking with me, and it came down to just him and me, him and I, and he won. Like I tried to fight for first. I did for a little bit. I was like, okay, you win.
Yep.
But yeah, I don't remember.
After that would have been, what was round 5? The semis were Moscow. What was the one after that? It was a zombies game? Round 5?
I have horrible memory. I do not know.
I'm going to look it up because I don't remember either. I feel like, I should definitely remember this. It was not Moscow. That was round 6. But USA zombies.
Oh, yes. Okay. USA zombies. Okay. So I really liked that it was USA because I've been playing USA a lot lately.
Mm-hmm. What do you like about the map?
Okay, so actually, for the longest time I hated the map USA because I have like a personal experience on it that was not positive. When I first joined the community, I joined a game because I was constantly joining games, and there it was like two of our like younger members. I don't remember who they were, to be completely honest. I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow I got roped into a 3-person game on USA, and they totally teamed up on me, and there was absolutely no way I was going to win that game. And so, like, since then, I've had, like, a bad taste of USA in my mouth.
You took it personally?
Well, no, I didn't take it personally. It was just, like, it wasn't personally at all, as you can tell. Like, I don't even remember who the people were.
Sure.
But, just, like, that experience was like, oh, I hate the map USA, you know?
Okay. Blame the map.
But then, then USA was a map setting in the 2v2 on the 5-a-side first season.
Yep.
And so I played it a lot with Nick, and like I kind of like it grew on me. And then after that, I just like really liked it. Hold on, I need to take a drink.
Sure.
So I really like the map USA now. I've been playing it a lot. So when I saw that it was in there, I was like, this is interesting. Like, it's not how I play it, but it's still that map. So, hey, let's try this out.
Mm-hmm. Did you practice a lot?
Yes, I practiced that map so much.
Okay.
I think I came in 3rd, because I did not win, and obviously the second place is, like, 99% always a zombie.
Yeah.
So, I came in 3rd in that game. But, honestly, like, my strategy, like, obviously, yes, I would want to come in 1st, but I also, game plan was to at least come in 3rd. So,
it worked.
In practice, it worked. In practice, one of the games, the first game that I did this in was a game that Zero Key was in,
mm-hmm.
and there was absolutely no way I was going to win this game. I wasn't going to win it, and I wasn't going to come in 3rd. And, there was somebody who, if they would have died, I would have then came in 3rd. Except for I had no way of killing this person. So, like, it would have been beneficial for me to try to kill this person.
Okay.
But I did it anyways, because how it was Zero Key also. Like, if he would have had to really have worked to get to this other person to get like through all the zombies and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So what I did was I was close to this person where Zero Key wasn't, and I also had a stack by Zero Key. So what I did was I suicided. Well, I didn't suicide because the other person died, obviously, and I had troops left over. So I killed that person's stack on that side of the map that Zero Key couldn't get to, and then I sent like a bunch of good emojis. So Zero Key was like, all right, and then he killed the other stack that he could get to, and then there I was guaranteed 3rd.
Sure.
So since then, that was like my backup plan if I needed to get 3rd, because 1st wasn't an option.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I figure even after that, Zero Key probably didn't have enough points to advance.
Oh, that was a practice game.
Oh, I see. It was a practice. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That was the first time I figured it out, and then afterwards, that's like any time that the practice game would go.
All right, and we are back, ladies and gentlemen, after some technical difficulties. Keep calm and carry on playing. Am I still alive? Joining a game? Yes. Yes. Okay, Cherry, where were you?
Yes.
You were talking about the tourney.
Honestly, I don't know.
Okay. You were telling me about USA.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm thinking.
It's all good.
Basically, USA was just like, if I couldn't come in 1st, then I definitely wanted to come in 3rd so I could at least place well, because 2nd wasn't really an option.
Mm-hmm.
And I did that because I spent a lot of time trying to figure out how I could come in 3rd in that game.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the finals.
Okay.
Let's wrap it up with what's most top of mind. So, what stuck out to you as important to mention?
Okay, so for me personally, obviously, my capital being hit were pretty big things that happened in that game.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so with Ray's capital hit, let's go like chronologically here.
Mm-hmm.
I went through every stage of grief. Like, that's not even an exaggeration. That's not me being dramatic. I am being 100% serious here.
Okay.
Started out with denial and disbelief.
Why do you think she did it?
Well, she wanted a cap. She felt like she needed a cap in a caps game, you know,
Mm-hmm.
which like isn't technically true. You don't really need a cap until end game, but like, I understand that mindset because if I'm in a caps game, I obviously want a cap because you just feel more secure in a capital.
Right.
So so I could get it, but like that, it really like, I saw it happen. Like, actually, I had just came back from a potty break, and I saw it happen. I'm like, what? And then I just continued doing the whole card trade with Cowboy for a couple turns, and I was like, alright, that did happen. And then I was like really sad, and then I was very angry.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, I came to accepting that it happened, and there was nothing I could do about it because it's in the past. And then I was like, okay, how do we move on from this? And then I was like, I'm gonna get my cat back. And if I don't get my cat back, I'm taking her down with me.
That's right. And Ray got the message.
Yes, she did. Very loud and clear.
Yeah. Okay, and then later on, much later on it seems, but maybe not from your perspective, what happened with Zerup at the end?
Okay, so I really wasn't expecting a suicidal cap hit from Zerup.
Yeah, neither was I. No, really. Like, what was the rationale?
Okay, so first to give a little bit of my perspective, going into this game, I absolutely knew for 100% that Zerup was my enemy. It didn't matter where our placements were. It didn't matter how the game went. Zerup was my enemy.
Okay.
Because I saw him as, like, I'm not trying to belittle any of the other finalists. Everybody obviously got to the final because they're all very skilled and they deserve to be there. But I saw Zerup as my biggest threat. And, sorry, let me take my turn.
Yep.
So I saw Zerup as my biggest threat, so I absolutely knew that I was not going to be like playing buddy-buddy with him.
Okay. Do you think he saw you as the same?
Okay, so I know for a fact that he saw me as the same because he has told me that.
Okay. Cool.
He told, like, I don't know if he went into the game like, oh, Cherry's going to be my enemy. Like, I don't think he went in with that mindset, but I do know during the gameplay, he came to the conclusion that I was the only thing that was keeping him from not only winning, but also placing well.
Okay.
And, like, at one point, I guess he figured if he's not going to win, then fuck it. I'm going to take out the person that ruined it for me.
Well, which actually sounds like the logic that you would come to only after grinding it out for 13 hours.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, because like it really sucked that Zerup, when he came back for the finalists recap that we were doing, he came back like literally I think it was like a minute after he signed off or something.
Bummer.
And
yeah, because I only got to talk about what he messaged me, not.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to actually post that show soon, so that will be a nice
awesome.
bookend to the tournament playlist.
Uh-huh.
Parlox edited the 13 hours down to something manageable, like an hour and a half, and people seem to really be enjoying it. It's I released it yesterday, and it's so far it's like the most watched video on my channel, so it's going well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, everyone gets to hear your story too. We'll add to it.
Awesome.
Yeah, man. It's going good.
Yeah.
And Stove and I, he was helpful, sort of just giving context for the second half, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm, admittedly no pro at Cap, so it was helpful to have somebody who actually could watch and figure out what was going on a little bit better than me.
I know, and especially, like, how awesome was it that it was Stove? Because, like, he's like...
Just about.
You're the world prog, like, what's the word they use? Expert? No.
Free-for-all?
Specialist.
I am a specialist.
Right?
I do say that.
Yeah. So then he is, like, obviously really good at risk, general, fixed, whatever settings. He's really, really, really good at prog, and he's really, really, really good at prog caps. Like, I would, like, there's no beating him in that. So having him to be the person to give insight in that was, like, really just amazing.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Doesn't get much better.
Yeah.
Okay, so the outcome happened, and then how did you feel?
Oh, it was bad. Okay, so, like, like I said, I went through, like, all the stages of grief with the Ray hitting my capital. But I never lost that I could win that game.
Okay.
When Zero hit my capital, I lost all hope. Like, I was like, that's it. My game is over. I can't win. There's nothing I can do to turn this around. This is Cowboys game. Like, it's just not going to happen.
Yep.
So, like, my mindset completely switched in that exact moment. Also, in that exact moment, I'm just going to say this just to, like, remind Zero. In this exact moment of him hitting my cap, because, like, it was a very long game. There's, like, a lot going on. And, like, I'm pretty emotional and going through stuff right now. As soon as he hit my cap, I started crying.
Aww.
So,
yeah, I'm sure.
Like, yeah. So, hold on. I have to take my turn and stuff.
Stuff.
Yeah. What do I want to hit? A. Okay.
You're the only player I can't see right now.
There's a reason.
Good. There's a reason. Nice.
Yeah. So anyways, I, like, cried. I lost all hope. Like, what we were talking about earlier, like, everything is, like, comes down to how if you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you can't.
Attitude is everything.
And, yes.
Yeah.
And in that moment, my mindset changed. I no longer was, like, I can win this, I'm playing for first. It was, this is an absolute lost cause. There's no turning this around. I lost. Let's just get the show over with. So, what was I saying? So, like, that was, like, my end game really makes me not happy
Okay.
when I rewatch it. Because I'm like, wow, you really just threw away the finals. Like, if I wish that I could have kept my mindset, because even looking back at it and having Zero hit my capital, that game could have played out. Like, it's a possibility that I could still have won that game.
Yeah.
And I know, like, a lot of people are like, oh, no, that was Cowboys game. Like, I don't understand why you were trading cards with him. Like, obviously, he was always going to be Cowboy. Like, no, that's not how that works.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I thought it was you or Zerup for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, like, I know you recently got a little bit of grief over this in one of your streams, where somebody was, I think it was, I'm not going to say this, but somebody was giving you, like, some sort of grief that, like, you're only supposed to have an ally for how long as it benefits you.
Oh,
and
sure.
It's like, no shit. Just because you don't see it as a benefit to me doesn't mean it's not a benefit to me, or maybe we just haven't gotten to the point of it actually being fruitful, you know? So, with my capital placement in that finals game, in my mind, I was guaranteed a win.
Okay.
And even with having, like, mid-late game, having Cowboy behind me, like, capital-wise, him being behind me and then me being behind him, I still did not see that he had the upper hand. Like, obviously, I knew that it, like, I'm not, like, oblivious. I know that it was perceived as him having the upper hand.
Okay.
But I knew from my game, my like foundation in Risk of being prod caps, that I was still had not only a good chance of winning that game, but I would even say a slightly better chance of winning that game than Cowboy did.
Sure.
And if I could have just kept my mind set as like play for first, it could have definitely gone different. Obviously, knowing how it did go, I don't know if I would have gone first. It was a possibility, but I would have definitely not have tied for third.
Well, you also would have had to fight Cowboy at some point in order to do that.
Yes, at some point I did need to fight Cowboy. Yes.
Yeah. So I don't know
but
how.
It didn't get to that point yet.
you seem just in terms of personality and style, like you're a very loyal ally.
Yes.
Right. So in order to flip that switch in your brain and do it at the quote correct moment, it's very very challenging. So.
I mean, no.
No. Okay. I don't know. I'm not going to speak for you.
Okay, so yes. Playing Risk is kind of because you're playing to win. You're playing it solely for yourself. You do not care about who you stomp on to get to your win. You're winning,
Mm-hmm.
And that's very opposite of my personality. So that's something that I do need to R.I.P.
Real tried to kill me and he failed.
Oh.
Two turns ago, and then Stove just killed me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what was I saying? I don't know, I completely lost myself.
So, who wins this game? I still can't see you. Where are you? There you are.
I'm gonna die right now.
Oh, that's it? Is that all of you?
Yeah,
too
because
bad.
Stove held a grudge from the last game, and as soon as he had enough troops, he hit me in every single section that he saw me. Thankfully, he didn't see me everywhere, but eventually he was going to find me. I needed to trade in on 3, and I just didn't have a trade at 3.
Could be Stove's game now, huh? Storm's looking strong though.
I don't know. I don't know if it's Stove's game. Well, I mean, he did maybe. I don't know. It could still be Stormy as well.
Yeah, it could be
but,
for sure.
Because the only way for him to get White's cards is to go through Stormy's stack. Oh, and there's more of White, so I didn't even see that.
Yeah, Real has 2 positions. Okay, so Cherry, before the game is over,
yes.
Is there anything you'd like to say to the audience or promote or draw attention to?
I mean, I don't really have anything to promote or stuff like that. But let me just think for a little bit. So
Do it, Storm. Come on, do it.
So I am staff on the Risk server.
Yep.
And you don't get staff because you're disliked. You get staff usually because you're a very helpful, socializing member of our community.
Yep.
So you don't start out hated.
Use the 20. 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 Yes.
I get it. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. So you don't start out hated. Oh no, there's more of him. Oh, that sucks. Oh, we see it now.
Yeah, now we see it.
Oh, that sucks.
You don't get staff unless you are well liked. Yes.
Yeah, because obviously not just well liked. You obviously have to show that you are for the community and that you are a helpful person. You're obviously you're well liked, and that doesn't just mean you get staff. You know what I mean? You have to
You have to care about helping people.
Yeah.
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 I agree.
And you're not going to get staff if you're somebody that shouldn't be staff. You're only getting staff for a title or something. Obviously that person is never going to get staff, and if they like somehow sneak their way in, they're not going to hold it for long.
Yeah, it's not a pride thing. It's you're in service.
Yes, it's a service, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, we are all volunteers. We're all doing this on, like, our free time in our life, you know what I mean? So, like, we are never, as staff, doing anything purposely negative, purposely against the community. Like, if we are taking any type of actions, it is solely for the betterment of our community. So, like, the thing that I would just like to push out into, like, our little risk community is, obviously, yes, you're fully allowed to disagree with staff. But, just keep in mind that everything that we do, we're doing as a team, and is never, personal to, like, anybody, and it's literally just for the betterment of our community as a whole.
And you're doing that for free.
And for free, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I notice. And I gotta say, Cherry, that I can't say this enough, how grateful I am to have come into the space on the internet and have discovered that the best people are in charge. Right? It's really interesting, because most other places you go are just awash in negativity and complaints, and I mean, there's some of that, but most, when you talk about being a helpful person, most of it is you just want, hey, I want to play a fun game, I'm having trouble with this strategy or that strategy, right?
Yeah.
And I'm so happy and maybe a little bit surprised and relieved to have discovered that I can be, one voice in this community as well. I'm really grateful for the opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, man. And now Stove cleans up the zombies.
Yeah.
Well, that was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I know you a tiny bit better, but there's also, a ton more that we could get into.
Yeah. Definitely, yeah.
Yeah. And if you guys are playing some prog caps, I'm down to learn, so.
Well, I do try to get like at least one in a week.
When you can find the time.
Yeah.
Sure. This one was really good because I feel like everyone was quite active. There was minimal turtling.
Yeah. It's what I've come so usually when I play caps it's fog.
Yep.
But with Stove, he has recently started streaming, and obviously to like stream, fog isn't like that entertaining.
Right.
So he does without fog, and I've noticed from playing our caps games that are not fog, the progressive ones seem to last like 3 hours, about, sometimes more, like depending on how it's played.
Okay.
And fixed caps seem to last like when it's no fog, about an hour.
Okay.
So like, yeah, that's like my own little like discovery of caps.
Why do you think that is?
About fog. What?
Why? Why do you think that is?
Okay, so in the fog, you get to hide. That's why I like playing zombies in the fog, because not only do you get to hide in the fog, but you also get to hide in the zombies.
Right. Similar thing.
What?
Similar thing, yeah, sure.
Yeah. So, like, in the fog, you get to hide. Nobody knows how big you actually are. Nobody knows exactly where you are. Nobody knows, like, the alliances that you're doing secretly. Like, so, like, games can last forever in the fog.
You think Stove has enough to win right now? He's trying.
I mean, he's going to win without a doubt.
Yeah, but right now, I mean, he's trying to win this turn.
It depends on what's hiding. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
It all depended on what was still in the fog. Yeah, it's not happening. But it doesn't really matter, because as long as the zombie doesn't get, like, a huge...
17? He's gonna get a huge 60 troops.
So he's still going to win. It's just going to take him, like, a while.
He's got a match on 4, right?
He's just going to have to. Because he has 4 cards, so I'm going to, like, bet that he most likely has a set.
Yep.
So as long as the zombies like block themselves off, he'll be fine.
So, what rank are you? I haven't talked about rank at all. How do you see rank?
Oh, how do I? Okay,
What do you think about it?
Okay, so to answer the first question, my
Yes.
current rank is, I believe, 236.
Okay.
I really want to break into the top 100.
Have you ever?
Okay, so I have screenshots from like rank resets of being that high, but no, I have not actually like ranked that high, like actually like ranking.
Okay.
But what was I saying? So for rank, there's like a lot of people like kind of like are very prideful about their rank.
For sure.
And, yeah, so like it's like it means a lot to them. Like, oh, I'm top blah blah blah. That means I'm amazing. It's like, I mean, sure, but like the majority of people are ranking with 1v1s, and like I mean, you can be really good at 1v1s, but just suck at the actual game of Risk.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I don't put too much into rank as like actually like determining somebody's skills. If somebody has ranked on like a free-for-all account, then like I do see them as being more skillful than somebody who has ranked on a 1v1 account, even if they are ranked lower than the 1v1er.
So I hear.
Yeah.
Well, that's why everyone was like so. I feel like I was welcomed into this community so readily because of that, right? Because I had never done any 1v1s really, so I'm playing it the traditional style or whatever.
Yeah. Well, let me throw a zombie on this real quick. Oh no, he's not even. Where is it? Where's my little zombie hand? There it is. Yeah. Also, when it comes to ranking itself, I do currently rank at 1v1s with 1v1s.
Sure.
And there's like a lot of debate about that as well. Like with the whole ranking 1v1s, or everybody that ranks 1v1s are just playing noobs and they have no skill, they're just farming noobs and all this fun stuff.
Yeah.
So like and like it's like I don't know, like people specifically like go out of their way to like check the profile of their opponent to figure out like how like what rank they think their opponent is, to like guesstimate how well this opponent is going to play, to see how easy this one is going to be for them. So like obviously when I first started 1v1ing, that's how I was told you 1v1. So yes, when I very first started, that is how I 1v1s. And then listening to the community and the arguments about 1v1ing, I first came to the conclusion that I wasn't going to 1v1 like that anymore, specifically because I didn't want to be called a noob farmer.
Mm-hmm.
But I've now like, so currently I rank at expert to grandmaster. Like I don't even, like I have it preset that the minimum is expert.
Mm-hmm.
Because for a while I had it set to intermediate, because when you're playing ranked on 1v1s, it seems like the hardest like people to beat, like the most sweaty 1v1 game you're going to get into isn't with a grandmaster, it's with an intermediate, because that intermediate is a grandmaster just on an alt account.
Right.
So for a while I kept it at intermediate, even though that's a lower level, but I kept it there so I could still like practice with like
potentially really good players. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So I had not only the grandmasters that were good that could potentially come into my game, but I had the grandmasters that were on intermediate accounts to come into the game. So like double the amount of going against skillful players.
Cool.
But after a while, the intermediates, there is actual real intermediates, and I feel like playing against intermediates and beginners and novices. Do novices exist? Because even when I didn't have it filtered out, I still very rarely like had a novice join my lobby.
Oh, I get it. I get a ton of novices.
Oh, real?
Oh
Okay.
yeah. Unless I filter them out, yeah, I get a ton of novices. Oh yeah.
Okay. Because my like main one before I started filtering was beginners.
Yeah.
But
that's probably just because it's the most popular or populous category, right?
Yeah.
The most people are beginners.
Yeah. So I eventually filtered out intermediate because intermediate, beginners, and novices, like, I feel like I'm not gaining knowledge playing against them, and I feel like
Right.
it's actually deteriorating knowledge to play against them, which that sounds like really rude, but
You're getting actively dumber.
well, no, it's because like you're not actually practicing.
Right.
Like you're not actually gaining anything from this, and like the people that you're going to actually play are going to be skillful players. So playing against an intermediate who's actually an intermediate, not like a grandmaster in disguise, it's like you're letting me get multiple continents on the first turn. This is never going to happen in a real scenario against the grandmaster. So why would I play this? So then I kicked out intermediates, expert above. The majority of the people who join my lobbies are masters, and I feel much better doing this because I am
learning something.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, it's getting to the point where I'm like, maybe I should bump it up to masters because like I'm not really getting anything from experts anymore. And like right before I joined that game earlier today, that was on Stove's stream. I was in a 1v1.
Mm-hmm.
It ended up being a master, and I was like, it felt like I was playing like maybe like a beginner.
Well, I think
Because,
that
like,
I think that says more about you than it does about them.
So yeah.
Yeah. Well, Cherry, I had a lot of fun playing with you. I think we did great. I think the community now gets to hear a very interesting small piece of your story.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man. Well, that was great. And all right, I guess I'll do the sign off now. So if you guys like the work I'm doing on YouTube, I invite you to subscribe to my channel if you're interested in getting better at the game of Risk. I have a daily release schedule. On Fridays we do a fixed game. On Wednesdays we do this show, the Waiting on Your Best Behavior podcast, which is more of a long-form interview-style show. And every other day I do whatever I feel like. I'm also streaming on Twitch if you want to check that out. And until next time, for all of you on the path to world domination, good games and good luck. Bye!